London, autumn 1971. The city slept beneath a haze of yellow streetlights, unaware that deep below its cobblestone veins, a story was being carved into legend. On Baker Street, where the polished facades of banks gleamed with the confidence of old money, one tiny shop stood quietly among them. A humble electronics store that opened late, closed early, and attracted almost no attention. No one suspected that behind its peeling wallpaper, men were digging toward the heart of Lloyd's Bank itself. By day, the owner was polite, reserved, forgettable. By night, the floorboards trembled with whispers and the echo of shovels striking earth. Metal met stone in rhythmic secrecy, the smell of dust mixed with sweat and fear. There were no heavy machines, only determination, precision, and silence. Week after week, the men carved a 15-meter tunnel through the soil of London, guided by nothing but stolen blueprints and nerves of steel. A single mistake would bury them alive, but they never made one.
When we hit that wall, I thought it was the end. Then the crack opened, and it felt like the city exhaled.
Saturday, September 11th, 2 a.m. The digging stopped. The tunnel had reached its final mark, a thick concrete wall separating them from the vault of Lloyd's Bank. With a small hammer and a chisel, one of the men tapped gently, again and again, until a crack opened like a whisper. A breath of cold, metallic air escaped. They had arrived. They slipped through the hole and descended into silence. No alarms, no cameras, no guards. Just rows upon rows of steel deposit boxes glimmering under the beam of a single flashlight. For 2 hours they worked methodically, emptying vaults, filling bags with cash, gold, and jewels. By dawn, they were gone. The store was sealed, the tunnel silent, and London continued to sleep. 2 days later, when a bank employee opened the vault, he froze. The air was heavy, still. The boxes hung open like ribs of a corpse. Millions had vanished.
I walked in that morning and felt it. The air was wrong, still, heavy. The vault was open, but not broken. It was like someone had simply decided to take what was theirs.
No fingerprints, no signs of entry, only a faint footprint leading into the dark.
When I saw that vault, I knew this wasn't just a robbery. It was a message. Clean, precise, impossible.
The press exploded. The Great Baker Street Robbery screamed the headlines. Scotland Yard was baffled. Hundreds of calls tapped, dozens of suspects questioned. Nothing.
That little shop on Baker Street, always quiet, always closed early. We thought the owner was just another quiet man. Never imagined they were digging right under our feet.
How did they find the vault so precisely? How did they bypass the alarms without a trace? And why, after a few weeks, was the entire investigation abruptly shut down?
The story hit the headlines overnight, then vanished. Every lead disappeared, every file sealed. Someone wanted this story buried.
Then came the rumor. One of the stolen safety deposit boxes, it was said, didn't contain money at all, but photographs, compromising photographs of a British royal figure. Some whispered the robbery wasn't a robbery at all, but a covert operation disguised as one, orchestrated to recover those photographs and erase a scandal before it reached the press. The files were sealed, the police went silent, and the case vanished from the National Archives, as if it never existed. In old London pubs, the story still circulates like cigarette smoke. An aging man claims one of the thieves lives quietly in Spain under a new name. Once, he supposedly sent a letter that read, "We didn't rob Lloyd's Bank, we just took what needed to disappear." Half a century later, no one truly knows what happened beneath Baker Street. Was it the perfect crime, or a government mission hidden in plain sight? Only one thing is certain. That night, London trembled beneath its own foundations, and it never slept the same again.